Okay, hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lasty here, and today I've got a national, well, two national squads, two nationalities even. Basically, it's Italian and Spanish because that's what the final of the Euro 2012 is today. Thought it would be quite relevant for me to give you a team based on that. So I'm going to quickly run through the team that we got here. First off, we've got Inform Buffon, who's got great stats. I think he's a god hands. I'd love to get Team of the Year, just haven't got the coins. But yeah, he's brilliant. I'm sure his price has gone down, but I got him for 67k or something like that. Next we have got, even the right back is Abate. You've seen him before, just pacey, good solid right back. I like him a lot. Similar to the left back, Jordi Alba. Probably like Alba a bit better just because he's got a nice shot on him. And I can't seem to shoot very well with Abate, but they're both incredibly pacey, decent defenders, and across the board have decent stats. Our two centre backs here, we've got Javi Martinez, who again has been in plenty of my videos now. It's about time I sold him to get some variety on these videos, but it's a struggle for me to sell a lot of these players because they're all very, very good and I like playing with them a lot. But solid centre back, you can't really go wrong with him. And then Team of the Year Chiellini, again solid centre back. I've used him a bit more. I think I said last video that I wasn't quite sure about him because I think his work rate was a little bit attacking or something, but I'm definitely liking him now. I've used him quite a bit more and he's an absolute boss. Then our two centre defensive midfielders, De Rossi, as you saw last video, again I think he's a great central defensive midfielder. He could also play centre mid, but I don't think he'd be a great centre attacking mid. He is great stats across the board, and he's also got a hell of a long shot on him. 3-star skills makes him quite a decent player as well. I had Xavi Alonso last video and I didn't quite get on with him, so I went and sold him, and this guy here is pretty cheap, like 30 something thousand. Same skill rating, still 2-star skills, but again, stats across the board are brilliant. I find that he's a great defensive midfielder. I prefer him to Xavi Alonso in FIFA Ultimate Team. Obviously I don't know much about him outside of that, but he's a good player on Ultimate Team. I quite like him. Then we've got El Shaarawy, who I believe deserves a place in any Italian squad in FIFA Ultimate Team. I think he's brilliant. A lot of people have different opinions, but the 5-star skills and weak foot make him great talent for me. And then we have the Team of the Year David Silva here with, again, across the board brilliant stats attacking wise. He's also got a very nice shot on him. For a small guy, he can really get some power behind his shots, which is cool. And him and El Shaarawy as the centre attacking mids work very, very well in this team. Now, you saw Team of the Year Di Natale last video again. I've scored another few goals with him and he's just an absolute finisher. Someone asked me in the comments, do I prefer my Team of the Year Benzema or Di Natale? And that's the most horrible question I think I've ever been asked because they're both incredible. I think probably Benzema edges it just because he's a bit taller and can actually head the ball as well. But shots wise, they're both brilliant. You'll see that in Di Natale's goals in this video. But the one player that I did want to try out, I couldn't afford the man of the match one, but Inform Torres. Obviously Torres is known to be a great player on Ultimate Team, and I think he is a great player in real life. He's just had one bad season. I think we'll see a different Torres this year for Chelsea. But across the board, 87 pace, 88 shooting, 86 dribbling, which are the ones you really want to notice about. 4-star skills. He cost me 235k, which is, I think, rough. Yeah, I think he's standing around that sort of price range at the moment. The other one, the man of the match one, was like 600-700k, and just didn't have the coins at the time. But that is the team. I hope you like it. It is very current for tonight's game. I want to know who you guys want to win, and yeah, this time for the goals, so I'll see you in a second, guys. Okay, so the first goal we've got here is just sort of like an average one with El Shaarawy. Just to show all you haters that he's actually a good player. He's got a lovely shot even though he's a silver. And now we move on to pretty much just the Di Natale and Torres show, because obviously they're just going to be your main goal scorers, and with them two, they're so lethal up front that you pretty much just get the ball to them no matter what, and they're just going to find the back of the net like that. I tried to do a skill, he failed it, and then I just shot and it went in the back of the net. As simple as that, really. And then literally a minute later against the same guy, I just get the ball, and that's the one thing Di Natale is going to do. One touch, get it out of your feet and absolutely smash it. Look, I did a different celebration. While we're on the topic of that, I know I always do the same celebration. It's just literally a force of habit, and I'm going to try and stop it because I've had a couple of comments now saying it's getting annoying, and I know I'm getting annoyed with it as well. But just for this video, oh, look at that, by the way, probably the best goal you'll ever see from Di Natale, and probably the best celebration as well. Pretty sure Vincent Kompany on the other team stuffed that one in, but he's all injured, and then he just gets off and then sprints away. I just love the clapping from the players. Brilliant. You'll see a replay of this goal right here. What an absolute class finish. That was in extra time as well. But Di Natale can always do that for you too, because he's got his great free kick stats. That's something that Torres doesn't have, or not many strikers have actually. I think like Di Natale and Micheli are fairly similar players. So there's an informed Micheli. So if you haven't quite got the 350 grand or whatever Di Natale costs, I recommend informed Micheli because he's pretty much the same player. But we're on to Torres' goals now, and that first one off the bar was crazy. And his shooting is brilliant. He feels extremely strong. I bet his I Man of the Match card is absolutely ridiculous. I might have to try and get it. I'm going to sell as many players as I can now to give you guys a bit of variety. But I love these goals. I've scored a couple where it's like straight from kickoff. Different little skills to get past. I know I get lucky here to get through the defender and then just finesse it in. But he's got weak foot. He's got 4-star. Finesse shot on both feet is brilliant. Long shot on both feet is also very good. Look at this little skill. I quite like that. And then obviously long shots are a strong point for him because he's a fairly tall player. I like him a lot. That is the video. That's Torres and Di Natale show pretty much. But right here is just a link to my previous video. I'm going to do this from now on just in case a lot of you guys are new subscribers. You might want to go and check out what I've done previously. But feel free to do that and leave me a comment, guys, and I'll catch you later. Peace.